Hello dear children, welcome back to the Acknowledge series by Yummy Publishing House. I am Vandana and this is your book 6 and this is the cover page of your book. Let's click a trendy way to learn computers. So we have already completed 2 chapters in this book. Today we are going to do third chapter and the name of the chapter is Editing Worksheets in MS Excel 2019. So we have already learned what is MS Excel. So MS Excel is used for doing calculations. So today we are going to learn how can we edit worksheets in MS Excel 2019. Let's begin with the chapter. Hello children, here let us learn how to edit worksheets in MS Excel 2019, and in this chapter we are going to learn about selecting cells, editing cell content, deleting, copying, moving, inserting cells, row and column, deleting cells, row and column, changing row height and column width. So all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. MS Excel 2019 is a program that lets you work with numbers after you have entered data into a grid of rectangular cells. So these rectangular boxes are called cells. So we enter data here. After entering data in the worksheet, we will need to make some changes in it. We can add more data and edit its content. Editing in worksheet. How can we do editing? Editing means making changes in our worksheet. Whatever work we have done, we have to make some or the other changes in that. So it involves changing cell content, copying and moving of data, inserting and deleting rows and columns. So in this chapter, we are going to let us learn about some of the editing operations that you can perform on worksheets. So let's start. First, we are going to learn about what is selecting cells. How can we select cells? Some operations, for example, copying, moving, etc. may need to be performed in a range of cells. So, whatever work we do in these worksheets, it is done in the particular cell. To select a single cell, to select it, we have to click on the cell or use the arrow key to move to the desired cell. A range of cells, how can we select a range of cells? Means a group of cells. How can we select? To select the first cell in the range and then drag the selection to the last cell in the range which you need to select. So whatever range I want, we have to drag our mouse pointer to that point. First we have to select the first cell and then drag the mouse pointer. Next is an entire row and column. How can we select an entire row or column? So here we can see row is given and here column is given. To select the entire row heading or to select, how can we do? Click on the row heading and select the complete row. So we have to just click here on the row heading and the whole row will be selected. To select multiple ranges simultaneously. Next is click the column heading to select the complete. So here we have to click on this B. So after we will click here, the whole column till the last number will be selected by doing this. So it's very easy to select the entire one column, to select multiple ranges simultaneously and to select an entire worksheet. So how can we do? To select multiple ranges simultaneously, select the first range of cell and hold the control key. So if we want to select this A row and this C row, so what we have to do, we have to first click here on this A, then whole range will be selected and then after that we have to press this control key and while pressing the control key we have to select another range of cells. So I have selected the C1 and you can see in front of you both the ranges are selected here. To select an entire worksheet, click on the select all button. So if we want to select the whole worksheet, we have to click on the select all button or also we can use control E key combination for selecting the whole worksheet. Here are some shortcut keys given here to select the entire row. you can also use shift plus space bar key together. To select the entire column, we can press Control plus space bar key together, and to select the whole worksheet we can press Control plus A key. So these are the shortcut keys we should remember. Now next comes editing cell content. How can we edit the content of the cell? After you have entered data into the cell, you might need to change it in some way or the other. There are two ways in which you can edit the cell's content. So there are two ways given. Let's read. First one is by overwriting, thus changing the content completely, or by modifying them partially. So there are two ways. Let's read what is the first way. Means by overwriting or changing the cell content completely. To change the content of the cell completely, follow these steps. Select the cell whose content has to be changed. So we have to first select that cell. Then type the new data into the cell. Then press the enter key or the enter button on the formula bar to accept the changes. So it's very simple. For overwriting, we have to simply select the cell and we have to type the data and press enter key. So here we can see this example is given. We want to change this 76 to 81. So I have to select this 76 column and just write there 81, and that's it. We have to press enter after that, and the number will be changed. By modifying them partially, how can we modify them partially? So for modifying, we have to go to this formula bar. So select the cell to be edited. We have to first select the cell that is to be edited, then edit the content of the cell in the cell itself in the formula bar. So here we have to go in this formula bar, and here from here we can select either we can remove 3 or we can remove 8 or we can remove both from here and just put the new number here in the formula bar. So we put the number in this formula bar, we are modifying the cell content partially, and then we have to press the enter key. Press the F2 key after selecting a cell to change the cell content. So after changing, what we have to do, we have to press the F2 key. Next is deleting cell content. How can we delete cell content? To delete the cell content, follow these steps. First, we have to select the cell that is to be deleted. So here we can see we have selected cell, this 7th one, GR 90 marks, and here we can see it is removed. So first we have to select the cell and then click on the drop down menu in the clear button of the editing group. On the home tab, a menu will appear, and from there we have to click on the clear content option. To select the selected content will be deleted like this. We can also do, to delete the cell content, we can also select the cell and just press the delete key. So nothing we have to do, we have to simply press the delete key. So this is another way of deleting the cell content. Select the cells, right click and select the clear content from the shortcut menu. So the third way is given here. We have to select the cell, then we have to right click on that and a drop down box will come. From there we have to click on this clear content and the content will be deleted from their cell. Copying and moving data. How can we copy and move data? The content on the worksheets can be copied or moved. Copied means the content will be in one place and it will also be visible in the other place. But moving means the content will be deleted from the original location and it will be pasted somewhere else where we have pasted. So these are the different, at the different position of the worksheet we can do these both, copying and moving. So first is copying cell content. How can we copy it? We have to use copy and paste option here. We have to select the range of cells that is to be copied. Then we have to click on the copy option in the clipboard group in the home tab, and you will see a dotted line around the selected cell. So whatever cell we have selected, the content of which cell we have selected, that will be marked with a dotted line, and then we have to move to the destination where we want to paste the data. So we have to go to that cell, and after going there we have to click on the paste option. So we went here in the 9th row we pasted this first one. So we have to click on the paste option in the clipboard group in the home tab. So this was how we can copy a content. So we can see the content Akansha from here. It has came here and it is written at the both places. This means the content is copied. The selected cells are copied to a new location. Now moving cell content. We can move cell content from one location to another by using cut and paste option to move the cell content. Again we have to select the range of cells that are to be moved. Then we have to go to cut option in the clipboard group in the home tab, and from there we have to, after doing it, we can see a dotted line again here, and we can paste that content to another location. We have to click on the paste option in the clipboard group in the home tab. So here we can see in these two worksheets, Chanakya was to be moved from here. So we went to that cut option in the clipboard group in the home tab, and we can see there is a dotted line here. Now we have moved to a new location. We have again gone to the paste option here and pasted the content here. So after pasting, we can see that 3 number is removed from our table. So this is called moving, means cutting. The selected cells are moved to a new location. Some shortcut keys are given for cutting, pasting and moving. To copy the cell content, we can use Ctrl+C. For moving the cell content, we can use Ctrl+X, and for pasting, we can use Ctrl+V together for paste option. Next is inserting cells, rows and columns. How can we insert cells, rows and columns? More cells, rows and columns can also be inserted in a worksheet as and when required. So whenever we require a new row or a column in our worksheet, we can add it or decrease it or delete it. Let's learn how by taking up inserting cells first. First is inserting cells. How can we insert cells? To insert cell in the block in the cell, follow the steps are given here. Select the range of cells where you want to insert the block of cell. Click on the drop down menu arrow in the next button in the cells group on the home tab. A menu will appear. So after selecting the range of cells, we have to click on the drop down menu in the cells group on the home tab. So menu will come in front of us. Then from there we have to select insert cell option. So this is our home tab, and from here we have to insert cells from here. So the insert dialog box is displayed. Insert dialog box has 4 options given here: shift cell right, shift cell down, shift the entire row. So in the cells right means the cell will be added to the cells will be shifted to the right, and a new you can say cell will be inserted. Blank cells are filled in with this selected range. Existing cells are shifted right. So whatever cell I have selected, that will be shifted to the right. Here we can see that the options are given here. We have to, after clicking here, we have to fill all these 3 options are given here. We can choose whatever option that we want. Shift cell down means the blank cells are filled in which the selected range, and the existing cell that was selected, that will move down. Entire rows that pass through the selected range moves down, and new rows are inserted here. So we can also insert entire row here. Entire columns that pass through the selected range move right, and new columns are inserted here. So after that we have to select the appropriate option, whatever we want from the 4 options, and then click on the OK button. So here we can see we have inserted a new, you can say, column here. Next, it shows the output after selecting shift cell down. So the output is shown after the shift cell is shifted down. Now we are going to learn about how can we insert rows. To insert a new row, follow the steps. Click on the row heading to select the row above which you want to insert the new row. click on the arrow next to the insert option in the cells group. Here also we have to go in the cells group in the home tab, and a drop down list will be displayed. We have to click on this insert sheet row. So we can see we have selected this second one, and it was here, this third one was here, but now we can see this third one is blank. This third has shifted down, so we have selected shifted the cell to down, the row to down. So the row has gone down, and we can see there is a blank space between 1 and 2. By using all these, we can insert rows here. The selected row is shifted down and the new row is inserted at its place. So we can see that a new row will take its place. To insert multiple rows at the same time. So at the same time we want multiple rows to be inserted in our worksheet. Select more than one row and then choose insert sheet row. The number of rows inserted will be same as selected by you. So the number of rows will be as much as numbers that we have filled in that. Inserting column, how can we insert column? To insert a new column, follow these steps. So here we can see B was selected and we have clicked that shift the cell to right. Column to right option is selected. So we can see after roll number, name is written and marks are written, and here after doing all these procedures, we can see after A, B is there and B column has shifted to C and marks has shifted to B. So whenever we do this, that particular row, whatever we are selecting, we wanted to insert row here and this column here. So what happened? We have to select that row where we want to insert the column. So click on the column heading to select the column to the left of which the new column is to be inserted. So we wanted to add a column to the left of the selected cell. So this was chosen by us. So here we have to click on the insert option in the cells group in the home tab, and our drop down box will come, and from there we have to click on the insert sheet column option. The selected column is shifted to the right and the new column is inserted at its place. We can see that in the picture. To insert multiple columns at the same time, select more than one column and choose insert sheet columns. The number of columns inserted will be same as selected by you. So we can also insert multiple columns here, and the numbers that we put, that many columns will be inserted in our worksheet. Deleting cell, rows and columns. How can we delete cells, rows and columns? Cells, rows and columns can also be deleted. Let us learn. So first is deleting cell. How can we delete a cell? To delete a cell, first we have to select the cell that we want to delete. Then click on the drop down menu arrow of the delete button in the cells group on the home tab. A menu will appear and we have to select delete cells from there. The delete dialog box will be displayed. Delete dialog box has 4 options again here. Shift cell left, shift cell up, entire row and entire column. So when we delete, the worksheet contracts. So that's why we are using left, up and entire row and entire column option here. For shifting cells left, the selected cells are deleted and the cell is on the right is shifted to the left. Here by using this shift cell up, the cell moves to one step up. In entire row, the selected cells are deleted, the whole row is deleted, and the entire column is deleted. Select the appropriate option from all these 4 and just click on the OK button. So here we can see the example is given. We wanted to delete that 5th rubbish line and we have selected these from the cells group in the home tab and we have clicked on the OK button. It shows the output after selecting the cells, shift cell up option. So we have used this option here. Next is deleting row. How can we delete row? These are the steps given. Select the row to be deleted. Click the arrow next to the delete option in the cells group in the home tab, and then select delete sheet row option in the delete row. So again we can see there are two pictures given in our book. Here Ravish was there in this. We have selected the row, and here we can see after 4, 5 is missing, means that 5 line is deleted by following these steps. The selected row is deleted, the remaining rows are shifted up to fill the space left by the deleted row. So we have deleted the row, and because of that the cells have shifted up. Deleting column. How can we delete column? So here was the column of marks and we want to delete it. We can see there is a blank. C is blank here. We have to select the column here. You can select from here and just go to the cells group in the home tab. A menu will appear, and from there we have to select this delete option. Select the delete sheet column option to delete row. A selected column is deleted, the remaining column shift to the left. So whenever we delete something, the cells shift and take its place, or the rows or columns shift and take its place. An easier method by which we can delete cells is the right click anywhere on the selected cell, row and column, and choosing delete from the shortcut menu. So there is another easier way of deleting rows or columns. And what is it? We have to simply click on that row or column, and what we have to do? We have to do right click there. We have to do a right click there on that selected row or column, and after right clicking, this will come in front of us, and from here we have to select this delete option. So after we click on this delete option, the desired cell or row will be deleted. Changing row height. How can we change the row height? To change the row height, follow these steps. Select the row. First we have to select the row whose height we want to increase. Click on the down arrow next to the format option in the cells group in the home tab. A drop down list is displayed. So we have to go to the home tab. In the cells group, we have to click on the format option and click on the row height option for specifying the row height. The row height dialog box will appear, and then just enter the value in the row height text box and click on the OK button. So when we will follow this procedure, what will happen? The dialog box will come, and from there we have to write down the height that we want of our row, and after that we have to just click on the OK button. We can see here that we have gone to that format option here, and the height of our row has increased from here to here. We can see the height has increased. So by this method we can increase the height of our row. The row height is just according to the value specified. Whatever value, whatever number we have put in that, it will be changed accordingly. You can also change the row height by dragging the border. So again we can drag the border and change the height. It is the simplest way. Place the mouse pointer at the bottom of the border in the row heading. The pointer shape change to a double-headed arrow. So whenever we keep our mouse pointer here in this green line, the pointer will change to this. This is double-headed arrow. Then drag the bottom border up or down to decrease or increase the height until the row is of the desired height. So whatever height I want, I can drag this double-headed arrow here. The row height is measured in points. So what is it? It is 72 points is equal to 1 inch, and the default row height used in the default font is the Calibri. Whenever we open this Excel sheet, the font here will be written as Calibri, or another sheet like Word we use. In that also we can see the default font will be Calibri, and the default for side will be 11, which is 11 is 15 points. So from here we can change the font and font size. You can click auto fit row height option in the menu, in the format option in the cells group on the home tab to automatically adjust the row height. So whenever we write, if we have clicked on this auto fit row height option in the format option in the cells group on the home tab, if we have clicked on this, what will happen? If our content is bigger, the row height or width will be changing accordingly, according to our content. It will change. Changing column width. To change the column width, follow these steps. Select the column first. Then click on the drop down arrow in the format option in the cells group on the home tab. And from there we have to select the column width option. The column width dialog box will appear in front of us. From here, so we can see this column width dialog box is in front of us, and here we can put the specify the value. So enter the value in the column width text box, click on the OK button. So first we have selected, and then we have gone to that cells group in the home tab, and from there we have selected that format option, and after clicking there, this came in front of us, and here we have put the value for increasing the column width, and then press the OK button. The column width will change. The column width is adjusted according to the value specified. So whatever value you have done, we have written, it will be accordingly. You can click auto fit column width option in the menu. Same can be done in both the things. For we can use auto fit width option in the menu in the format option in the cells group in the home tab, and automatically adjust the column width. We can also adjust it by double clicking the row border of the column. You can quickly resize the column to fit the content. Another way is you can also change the column width by dragging the border. So by dragging the border, we can also change the column width. Place the mouse pointer at the right border of the column heading. The pointer shape changes to a double-headed arrow again. So if we want to increase, we can place our pointer here at this green line, and this double head arrow will come in front of us, and we have to just drag it. Then drag to the right or left. You can drag it to the left or to the right, and just decrease or increase the column width from here. Let's come to the recall time. MS Excel 2019 is a program that lets you work with numbers after you have entered data into a grid of rectangular cells. Editing a worksheet involves changing cell content, copying and moving data, inserting or deleting rows and columns. There are two ways in which you can edit the cell's content. They are by overwriting, thus by changing the content completely, or by modifying them partially. You can copy data from one location to another using copy and paste option, and move the cell content from one location to another using the cut and paste option. So let's students quickly come to the book exercise given in your book. Quickly take out your pencils. Let's begin with the exercises. Which of the following group on the home tab contains the options for inserting or deleting rows or columns? So what option do we use? We use cells. So cells is used to select multiple ranges of simultaneously. The dash key is used to select the ranges. So which key is used? So here we use B. Control key is used to select multiple ranges simultaneously. To select an entire row, press dash key together. So if we want to select the entire row, what we have to select? We have to select shift plus space bar key together. You can copy data from one location to another using copy and paste option. Next question, which of the following option is used to move down the row that passes through the selected range and new rows are inserted. So we have to click on this shift cell down option. Now come to the fill in the blanks, children. To select an entire worksheet, click on the, so if you want to select entire, we have to click on the select all button. To delete the cell content, select the cell and press the delete key. You can move cell content from one location to another by using drag and drop also we can use, and by using cut and paste. Next is to insert a new column. Click on the insert dash option. So to insert a new column, we have to click on the insert sheet column option. You can change the row height, column width either by dragging the border or by using the row height, or we can say or column width option. So either of these options can be used. For changing the row, we can use row height, and for changing the column width, we can use column width option from here. Quickly come to true and false. Write true and false. Editing a worksheet involves changing the cell content only. No, it does not involve the changing the cell content only. To select a complete row, click on the row heading. Yes, this is true. Press Ctrl A key to select an entire worksheet. Yes, this is also true. We have to press Ctrl plus A. This is a shortcut of selecting the entire worksheet. There are 4 ways in which you can edit cells content. This is false. Insert option is present in the editing group on the home tab. So this is also false. Next is, what are the 2 ways in which you can edit cells content? So the 2 ways in which we can edit cells content is, first one is we can overwrite it by using overwriting option, and the second one is by modifying the content partially. These are the 2 ways in which we can edit cells content. List out the steps to copy data from one location to another. So the steps to copy data from one location to another is, first we have to select the cell or the row or the column that we want to copy, and then we have to go to the home tab in the clipboard group. We have to click on the copy option, and then we have to go to the new location where we want to copy that data, and just go back again to the home tab, clipboard group, and from there we have to select the paste option. So by doing this, the content will be copied. List out the steps to insert a new row in a worksheet. So to insert a new row in a worksheet, first we have to select the row before or after which we want to insert the row. Then we have to go to the cells group in the home tab, and from there we have to choose the insert option and select the desired option, where we have to shift or insert a new row, and then we have to click on the OK button. After this, the new row will be inserted in a worksheet. What are the 4 options in the insert dialog box? So the four options in the insert dialog box is we have to click on the shift cell right, shift cell down, entire row and entire column. So these are the options given in the insert dialog box. List out the steps to change the column width. How can we change the width of the column? To change the column width, we have to first select that column, and then we have to go to the cells group in the home tab, and from there we have to click on the format option, and then we can choose the drop down box will come, a box will come, we can put the desired number according to which we want to change the column width. So after putting the number, we have to click on the OK button, and then we can see that the width has changed. Another way is also there. The simplest way is that we can simply drag that column to the left or to the right. How much space, how much width we want, we can change accordingly. We can only by dragging that column. So children, I hope that you understood everything in this chapter. This was a very interesting chapter and you understood everything. So children, this was all for today. Hope you liked today's class, and I'll be waiting for you in the next class. Till then, stay later. Thank you.